How was the competition? It was good. Okay, can you please tell us about your journey and how did you start? And go ahead.
Can you guys hear?
Guys, can you hear us well? Okay.
Yeah, do you hear me? Yes. I started coffee like 3 years ago in Lyon, in France, and then I went to Paris to Terre de Café because for me they were the best baristas in Paris in Terre de Café, and then I started. And I started in Terre de Café like 2 years ago. Yeah, and my first competition I make it 8 months ago. Yeah.
And how was the experience of performing on the world stage for you all?
Completely different, more stressful. Completely different than the national, but it is amazing. So yeah.
All right. Well, Ali, I don't know if you know, but we're in the presence of Cezve Ibrik royalty here.
I know about
not
it.
just one world champion, but two former world champions.
champion at the same time. Wow.
And so, you guys, what was this journey like for you, coaching Wael to this point?
Exhausting. No, it was very nice, but as you may know, the French Championship was postponed, so from December to January, so very close from the world, so it was very, very fast from winning the French Championships to the world. So we needed to make quick decision on what we will bring on the world stage and what we will not bring on the world stage, mainly.
Absolutely. And for you, Pierre?
Well, first I have to say that I didn't coach well. Jordan earned all the rewards. I was on a distant move. So for me it's truly special to be here and to see you well on stage. I feel very proud of the work that you have achieved, that Jordan has pushed through. And it's true that in France I was the first to win the Ibrik championship. So to me it really is special because I believe that since that moment we unlock a new possibility in coffee thanks to Ibrik and this method that we now love and share the passion for. So I'm very happy that Jordan and then Wael keeps the flame and bring it to the higher level. So I'm very, very happy about that.
And Wael, I want to talk to you about your coffee in a moment, but before we get there, do you feel like there's any pressure to live up to the, maybe the 4 in a row for France?
No. Like the first year, yeah, because I competed like the last year with the Ibrik, and it was like you have a little bit pressure because everybody asked me like, do you have a pressure? Do you have a pressure? Yeah. So, but this year, no. This year, I stay focused and.
Okay, fantastic. Should we get on to the coffee, Ali?
For sure. And how was your experience here in Dubai?
Good. I came like 3 days ago, and it was good. Quite good. Good coffee.
This is the second time representing France in World Championship.
No,
right?
it's the first time.
First time.
Yeah.
Okay, and you got the coaches who are already world champions, right?
Yeah,
Both
of them. Yeah.
2023 and 2024.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So for your simple Cezve, Wael, you focused a lot on sweetness.
Yeah.
Was that the deciding factor when it came to choosing this coffee for this competition?
Yeah, one of them. But for me, it was the sweetness and the tactile. It was like really coating, really sweet, and it truly reminds me of a pastry. I used to enjoy that as a child, so that's why I said it on stage.
Yes, you did. You said it reminded you of the orange pastry from your childhood. That's it's really sweet.
In France, it's called the pims à l'orange, so I don't know if they
So
know
you
it.
make this drink while you were thinking about your favorite sweet, and then you designed this signature drink.
I use another coffee for the signature drink. I use the same. It was the same process, the same farm, same everything. So just the variety, it's a different variety. Yeah, because it was really intense, and I wanted to have like an intense coffee with my signature drink.
All right, so I believe we're going to brew some coffee. Is that right?
Yeah.
So while Wael brews that coffee, let's talk to the team here. So let's start with you, Jordan. when you guys as a team sat down to choose this coffee, is it different to your barista competition, for example, when you choose a Cezve Ibrik coffee? And what are the characteristics that you as a team settled on?
We have a very simple approach. We choose what we love. We want to be touched by the coffee, sensory-wise, agronomy-wise, and so on. But we also choose a coffee that fits the score sheet, of course. You need it. So Wael this year he chose the same coffee that he used last year. Of course, it's a new crop, but it's the same coffee. It's a coffee from a farm that we love very much. It's Finca Las Flores in Colombia. It's a Java variety, so very funky coffee, fermented, but year and years, it's very clean now. So he chose a coffee that is super interesting. He spoke about an orange pastry that reminds him of his childhood. 2 weeks ago, the coffee was different, and he reminds us of another pastry, truly. That tastes like a lychee, rose, and raspberry from Pierre Hermé. And yeah, this coffee is very sweet, super intense, but elegant at the same time. Tactile is super important. Taste experience and accuracy of flavor descriptors are important, so that's why we choose this coffee. And it is.
And it must be said that Ibrik is one of the way to trap the sweeter characteristics of a coffee, because the grind size is so fine, the extraction is very long compared to an espresso. So at the end result, and we start with a cold water, which means that we don't lose volatiles, and then everything is trapped within the liquid. So the end result is always very sweet. So perhaps an Ibrik with this coffee is the sweetest version of a coffee that we have ever experienced. And also because Ibrik has a longer ratio than espresso, it is somehow easier to drink, less concentrated, more affordable. So of course that comes with the choice of the coffee. It's a coffee that will perform in Ibrik, and for that, but like for my barista or many other competitions, we perform a lot of trials and errors, a lot of tests anyway.
I think it's a very significant point, Pierre, that while you said you were aiming for 2:45 to 3 minutes extraction time, were you happy with that on stage today?
Yeah, I did a mistake actually. It was between 3:30 and 4:30. Yeah, to fully develop the sweetness of this coffee. Yeah.
And I'm also very excited to try the coffee, honestly. I've been waiting for this from so long.
And one thing is the Ibrik competition has a very special difficulty that no other has. It's the managing of the extraction time, because it always just relies on the flame power, the heat power. And of course we know that here there is AC and the temperature is very different and everything. So the competitor, and in that case, Wael, needs to manage that in order to find the perfect extraction. And more than this, you need to do it for both. And that's the critical point. And we know that if the extraction time doesn't match what's planned, it might be a catastrophe. So it sounds like it's not an issue when he says, I made a mistake, it was like 15 seconds earlier, but it has a real impact. So of course this is what we train for as well.
Well, I love that it's such a manual process. I mean, it really speaks to the skill of the barista on stage, doesn't it? Jordan, you think so?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, of course.
I also wanted to touch briefly, I loved what you said about your signature. You said you were doing a warm one to recognize the tradition of the Jesuits.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit more about that? Because I think a large part of Ibrik and Cezve is keeping this tradition alive and educating people about what it means culturally as well as technically.
Yeah, this is why I make a warm cocktail, because it stays true to the Jesuit tradition, and I wanted something like coating, really, comment on dirait confortant? Comforting drink. So yeah, that's why I make this signature drink. In France, I added like rum, and it was like more comforting. It had like vanilla notes, and then here I couldn't put alcohol, but yeah.
And also for those folks who don't know and they were wondering what those gold balls were in your cup, obviously that's to cool the coffee down.
It's not only to cool the coffee down, it's to capture like the volatile compound that is present in the coffee, and it increases like the intensity, the flavors of the coffee. So yeah.
All right, amazing. So talk us through what's going on in front of us right now.
Sorry?
Just talk us through your process, where you're at right now.
So I am at like 3:30. That's the target extraction time that I were reaching. And then now
So beautiful.
I pour it over the paragon.
Nice cups.
And these cups were designed by Pierre, actually.
Oh,
amazing.
that's nice.
Yeah,
Amazing.
with Lavora mix. So yeah. And now it's really hot, and for the best experience, you can taste it at 3 minutes and 6 minutes when warm. So time. And yeah, show you something.
One of the beauty of Ibrik is obviously as well the ritual, the fact that we are forced to take time, we are forced to enjoy it visually, then wait for the right moment before we can drink it. And that's another aspect that I'm in love with regarding Ibrik is that if you don't know how to drink it and when to drink it, you can burn yourself. You can be in danger, which means that it needs some time and some knowledge to be able to fully appreciate it, and especially because the judges here are trained for that method, but when we drink Ibrik when it's hot, it's around 65 to 70 degrees Celsius, which is very hot. So when you are not used to that, you may burn your tongue. So it's close to cup at like 6 minutes. So this is something that we go through as well, is tasting at very hot stage in order to endure the heat and be able to see apart the flavors that are coming at that stage of temperature.
And Jordan, let's talk a little bit about the next step from here. So let's hope that Wael makes it through into the finals. That would be amazing. As the coach, what are the things that you looked at today in this performance that you think maybe we can improve here, we can tweak this slightly, or will you go in with the same approach tomorrow?
We can improve everything. We can improve the workflow, we can improve the beverage. Backstage we tried the coffees, the simple and the signature, and it was very good but not perfect. We can make it perfect. Tomorrow, if there is a tomorrow, I hope so. So yes, there is a lot to do. We'll do better if there is a tomorrow. But yeah, in terms of workflow, it is managed well because, of course, the Ibrik was a little bit late on that, but there is no overtime. So maybe the simple are not what he expects to be, but we'll see.
And yourself, Wael, do you think there's anything that you will change going into the finals if you make the finals tomorrow?
Yeah, same as Jordan said, yeah, but mostly I think my workflow. Yeah, my workflow was quite hard today. And yeah, the workflow, I think we have tomorrow, I'm going to work on my workflow.
All right, amazing. Well, thank you. We've got about 25 seconds until we can drink this coffee. So one more time, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Wael from France.
Thank you.